And welcome back to Bay Area Sports TV. Joining me today is Dr. Joaquin Wallace, and he will turn back on the mic.
So welcome back to San Pablo, California.
And as we begin to wind
start the
halftime,
beginning of the third quarter of the second half.
It's Comets 39.
Comets of Contra Costa 39. The visiting Falcons of Solano College 36 in this Bay Valley Conference matchup. Contra Costa comes into the Bay Valley Conference 2-1, while Solano, the Falcons, are 2-0. Contra Costa lost their last game. I'm sorry, they won their last game against Los Medanos 73-52. That was on January 3rd. While the Falcons of Solano was victorious as well with a 67-48 victory over Yuba College. Stats in the first half, you have Elizabeth Ward leading the Falcons with 15 points, while both Gaines and Robinson 15 and 10. That's Gaines with 15 and Robinson with 10. 4 trays by Solano and 2 by Contra Costa. We start the third quarter. That's Lewis over to Mize. Mize back into Robinson with the short turnaround jumper. Missed control by Slay. The lefty drives the ball up the front court, and she'll kick it over to Boling, and Boling has it. Boling has it over to Slay at the free throw line. Jumper to lefty is short. Rebounded by Contra Costa. That's Lewis in the front court. Drives it over to Mize. Mize looks in. Passes it over to Robinson at the top of the perimeter. There's Lopez with it. Mize drives it in, and she'll be called for too many steps. So that's the first turnover in the third quarter, and that turnover is a unforced turnover. That's by Mize. First turnover of the third quarter. That's Boling struggling again with the press over to Gibbins. Gibbins turnover in the backcourt. And that steal was by Lewis. She misses it at the front of the rim. That's Gibbins, drives it down coast to coast, drives it in. She will be fouled on the end-to-end action. And that foul will be on number 22, and that's Robinson's third personal foul with 8:47 remaining in the third quarter. So Coach Shaw has a decision to make. Does he keep Robinson on the floor with those 3 fouls? That's Gibbons shooting free throws, the first of 2. The first one is missed. So that's Gibbons with the first of 2 free throws. The first one is missed. Foul was on Robinson. She has 3 fouls. Contra Costa has a 3-point lead, 39-36. Second free throw by Gibbons. That's no good as well. So that was a great opportunity for Solano to cut in that lead. Pass down the floor, up and good by Robinson. So just like that, Robinson scores. Another turnover almost. That's Boling has it over the front court. She's guarded by Lewis. Lewis guarding her, passes over to Gibbons. Gibbons over to Slay. Slay's been pretty quiet this evening. Johnson with it over to Gibbons. Gibbons over to Robinson. Robinson drives in the lefty all the way to the rim. Around and out. Rebounded by Contra Costa. That's Mize with it over to Robinson. She drives to the rim, and she will be fouled by Slay. And Robinson will be shooting 2 free throws, and that's Slay's foul. That will be her third foul.
21, Jamie Slay, that's her third personal.
Third personal foul, and I'm sure checking in for Slay at the scoring table.
Juju Robinson at the line for CCC.
You have number 23, and that's Reed. She'll be checking in for Slay. Well, Slay came into the game averaging 12.7 points per game, but thus far she's been under wraps with only 3 points so far in the game. First free throw, second free throw is missed. So first free throw is missed by Robinson. Second free throw is up and good. Contra Costa uses their 2-2-1 press. Johnson gets it over the front court. Over to Boling. Boling has it. Boling has it past to Gibbins. Gibbins, Contra Costa in the 2-3 zone. That's Rourke, who had a big first half with 15. 8 on the shot clock. That's a long triple by Boling, missed, secured by Contra Costa. That's Robinson again, coast to coast, loses control. Gaines has it. Gaines over to Lopez. Lopez over to Mize. Mize with the long three. Up and good. I'm sorry, that's Lewis with the 3 ball. And just like that, Contra Costa extending their lead, and there's an unforced turnover by Rourke. Too many steps by Elizabeth Rourke. Timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout. First timeout in the third quarter. That timeout will be called by Solano College. Matt Borchert with the timeout. So I'm sure he's not liking what he's seen so far to start the third quarter. As Contra Costa came out and scored. 7-0 run for Contra Costa. So they open up their lead to 9 points with 7:16 remaining in the third quarter. Contra Costa came into the game averaging 69.6 point per game. They're averaging 37% field goal. Behind the arc, they're only shooting 24%, 65% free throws. They average 37 rebounds per game and only 11 assists. On the other side of the ledger, you have Solano. The Falcons average 66 points a game, 30% shooting from the floor. A little bit better from the three-point shooting, 25.3 free throws, only 55%, but they're averaging 49.1 rebounds, 12 more rebounds than Contra Costa, as well as 3 more assists at 14.8. Leading scorers for Solano College, Jameiz Slay came in at 12 and 8, Boling 11.8, and Gibbins 8.7 points per game. Well, we had a timeout, and there's Gaines with it. Passed it over to Lewis. Lewis over to Lopez. Lopez inside to Gaines, a lefty. Nice left-handed jump hook. Missed. Reed with the rebound. Boling in the front court. Up the floor to Johnson. Johnson drives it in. Stopped. Cut off at the baseline. And a turnover for Solano College. So that's their second turnover of the third quarter, trailing by 9, 6:53 remaining. Contra Costa 45, Solano 36. That's Mize with the ball over to Robinson. Robinson drives left, shot at the elbow, up and good. So the gupper by Robinson. She comes out on fire. That's her 5th point of the third quarter. Reed has it in the front court. Reed to Johnson. Johnson. Free throw jumper secured by Robinson. Robinson has it, and she will be called for a turnover. So a turnover by Robinson.
Get the ball back.
Solano will get the ball back. They'll be keying it in under their basket. 47-36, trailing by 9, 6:28 remaining in the third quarter. Johnson will be keying it in for Solano. Johnson looking in, passes it out to Boling. Boling has it. Contra Costa in a 2-3 zone defense. Johnson has it, kicks it over to Boling. Boling for the long triple. Miss, rebounded by Gaines. Gaines has it. Gaines up the floor. Gaines drives it to the rim, and she will be fouled on the floor. And that foul will be on number 10, and that will be on Brooke Gibbins. That's her first personal foul. Checking out of the game for Solano will be Janice Boling, and checking in will be Maymore, number 1 for Solano College. Contra Costa keying it in. Lopez has it. Pass into Robinson. She triple team. Shot to the rim, and she will be fouled. So the point of emphasis in the third quarter for Contra Costa from Coach Shaw basically is get it to their all-conference player of the year, Julian Robinson, and let her go to work. She is now
Missed the first.
with her third free throw of the third quarter.
20 for the Falcons.
She's
Kelly
2 for 3. Checking in for Solano will be Williams. Checking out will be Gibbins. So this will be second of 2 free throws for Robinson. 48-36. Contra Costa. Second one is missed, but it'll be out of bounds. A turnover for Reed. And just like that, Contra Costa will be keying it in under their basket. And Mize will be keying it in for Contra Costa. Inbound play to Robinson. Robinson again fouled on the floor. And that foul will be on number 13. And that will be on R.J. Johnson. That's her second personal foul.
That's the 4th team foul.
4th team foul in the third quarter. And Robinson is just putting her mark on this basketball game in this third quarter. She's leading all scorers in the third quarter. Pass into Gaines. Gaines has it to elbow. Pass it over to Mize. Mize over to Robinson for the 3. Missed. Moore has it. Drives it up the floor. Kick it to Reed on the floor. That'll be a foul on the floor. That'll be Lopez with the foul. That'll be her second foul. Nice idea by Moore. Leading Reed, but it was fouled on the floor. So Solano College will be keying it in under their basket, and that's Johnson. R.J. Johnson taking it out for Solano College, trailing by 12. Inbound play to Reed, misses the shot at the rim. That's Lopez with it. Mize has it now over the front court. Surveys the defense, drives it to the rim. That's Mize all the way to the rim. Shot attempt, and she'll be fouled as well. So this will be Mize's 5th and 6th free throws. And that's May Moore, and that's her 4th personal foul. And that's Mize. She'll be shooting 2 free throws, her first 2 free throws of the second half. So Mize shooting 2 free throws. First free throw from Mize is no good. Checking into the game will be Boling. Checking out of the game will be Moore with her 4th personal foul. Also at the scoring table, the leading scorer for Solano will be Slade. Second free throw missed by Mize as well. Long 3 attempted to the rim. Williams with the rebound by Kelly Williams. Nice stick back for Williams on that missed 3 ball by Boling. Mize drives it down the floor, finds Gaines. Gaines to the rim, misses it. Second attempt, and she makes the 3rd time. So that's Gaines with her first score of the second half, as Johnson has it. Williams to Reed. Reed has it. Reed over to Boling, back to Reed. Reed to Johnson. Contra Costa, 2-3 zone. Reed. Rourke has it. Short corner. Reed caught. No man's land. Out of bounds. With 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Orozco and Harrison checks back in. Mize and Gaines checking out. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 4:40 remaining on the game clock. Contra Costa has opened up this lead to 12. 50-38 in the third quarter. Slay keys it in. Reed has it. 5 seconds. Reed, that's a bailout foul for Solano College. They got away with one with that one because it looks as though Reed was not in position to handle that basketball. So it will be a foul on Lewis. That's her 4th team foul. And checking back in the game for Lewis will be Mize. 50-38. Contra Costa lead. 4:40 remaining in the third quarter. Boling has it in this zone defense. Slay has it. Long 3. In and out. Picked up by Robinson. Robinson coast to coast. Drives it to the rim. Robinson. Acrobatic shot. In. Robinson taking over the game. Contra Costa. 2-2-1. Rourke. Williams. Williams back to Slay. Slay to Boling. Boling to Slay. Slay drives it. Picks up her dribble. Back to Rourke. Rourke into Reed. in the lane. Blocked by Robinson on the floor. Harrison had it. Reed picks it back up. Shot attempt. Missed. And it will be a jump ball. And it should be Solano's ball keying it in under their basket. End-to-end action there. Solano had plenty of opportunities to score, but they was not able to cash in. So 52-38, 3:55 remaining in the third quarter. And a timeout for Solano College. It will be a 30-second timeout as Solano trails by 14.
So this is a 30-second timeout for Solano.
So both teams coming in at this conference affair. Contra Costa comes in with a 7-8 overall record, 2-1 in conference. Leading scores for Contra Costa this season will be Julian Robinson, 19.2 points a game. Malaya Gaines, 15.6, and De'Ara Mize. In the 8 wins this season, both Robinson and Gaines. Robinson has averaged 25 points per game, and Gaines has averaged 18.8 in all the 7 wins this year for Contra Costa. Nice inbound play for Solano College. Missed at the rim by Rourke. Robinson has it out of control. Reed has it, and it'll be a foul. So both teams was changing possession, and Boling will pick up her foul. That will be the third foul as Robinson lost control of it.
That's her third person.
And checking into the game.
And so it's double bonus for the Comets.
Will be
shooting the 2-shot.
R.J. Johnson, the next free throw. But shooting 2 free throws will be Roscoe. First free throw is up and good for
R.J. Johnson. Number 10 also for the Falcons.
For Lopez, shooting her first free throw in the second half. The third quarter up to good. Armstrong checks back in as well. Reed checks out. So on the floor you have Gibbins, Johnson, Rourke, Armstrong, and Slay for Solano.
2 for 2 for Velo.
Lopez with the second free throw. And on the floor for Contra Costa, you have Mize, Roscoe, Harrison. Rourke had it as they broke the press out of bounds. Last touch by Contra Costa, and Solano will be keying it in under their basket as Johnson keying it in for Solano. Trailing by 16. Shot to the rim, rejected by Robinson. Dribbles it coast to coast. Robinson finger roll to the front of the rim, up and good. So Robinson again, coast to coast. Another steal for Contra Costa. It'll be a kick ball as Solano tried to run it right back at Contra Costa. Kick ball, and Solano will be taking the ball out of bounds. They'll be keying it in.
Wait. A warning has been charged to the Comets bench.
The warning on the floor for the Comets bench. Checking back into the game with 3 fouls. Actually, with 2 fouls will be Gaines. So Johnson has it, makes the pass to Gibbins. Gibbins back to Johnson. Johnson, Slay. Slay's asking for the ball. 3 ball from distance, up and good. So Slay, second 3 of the night. So maybe they get her hot if she get going. That's Johnson putting pressure on the ball. And that's a foul by R.J. Johnson. That's her third foul.
Solano foul charge number 13, R.J. Johnson. That's her third.
That's her third personal foul. So Johnson trying to apply the pressure, but she was called the foul. And Mize will be shooting 2 free throws, and the first free throw for Mize is up and good. So Mize with the free throw. Good. 57-41, 16-point lead for Contra Costa. Make that 17. It's 2 for 2 for Mize. Contra Costa using a 2-2 zone press. That Slay has it. Able to get it over the front court. Slay just knocked down a triple from distance. Slay has it. and she'll be fouled on the floor. And that foul will be on Mize. That'll be her second foul.
Foul charge to number 3, Tierra Mize. That's her third personal.
So that's Mize's third personal. Check that.
Foul number 4.
Team foul number 4 for Contra Costa. The next foul for Contra Costa, Solano will be shooting 2 free throws, trailing by 17. Skip pass to Boling. Boling from the right corner.
That's a 3-pointer.
3 ball, count it. That's Gibbins with this tray ball. Bucket, Mize, end to end. Layup, missed at the rim. Armstrong knocks it out of bounds.
Control the rebound.
And Contra Costa will be taking over. They'll be keying it in under the basket, checking back into the game for Harrison will be Robinson. Robinson has put in a yeoman's work in his third quarter, leading all scorers. That's Orozco driving to the rim, kicks it to Robinson. Robinson with a short jumper. Secured, and it will be a jump ball, and possession arrow will go to Solano College. So nice job by Orozco to fight for the rebound for the jump ball. Contra Costa will be keying it in. That's Mize, the trigger man, and she will be able to turnover as she ran the baseline. So that's an unforced turnover for Contra Costa, as Solano College will be taking it out, trailing by 14 points. It's Gibbins. Johnson. Gibbins. Gibbins. Armstrong. Solano breaks the press. Johnson. Front court. Pass to Gibbins. Gibbins long 3. Up and good. So Gibbins dials it up from long distance. That's her second tray of the third quarter, third of the game. Trap in the corner. Turnover. Rourke drives it to the rim. Robinson lets her go. Rourke. Timeout on the floor.
Elizabeth Rourke.
So turnover to timeout on the floor. White calls a full timeout, and White meaning Contra Costa, as Coach Shaw is trying to get his team under control. And just like that, Solano College has jumped right back in this game, 58-49 with 1:38 remaining. So Gibbons with her second 3-ball from distance, along with Slay's 3-ball. So in this quarter alone, Solano College has knocked down 3 threes, adding to their total. They came into the game as a team. They had 6 threes, and so far today, add 7 to that. So that's 13 threes they've made in conference so far this year. So this is an important game for both teams, as last year Solano College came in and beat Contra Costa here on Contra Costa's floor last season, but that was 2 different teams, 2 different personnel. And this year Contra Costa coming in at a 7-8 record, but overall 2-1 in conference. Have a chance to go 3-1 if they're able to win this game today. So Contra Costa gets it in. They turn the ball right over. And that's Johnson with it to Slay. Slay drives it to the rim. Slay over to Armstrong. Armstrong back. Armstrong drives on Robinson to the rim. Kicks it out to Slay for the 3. Distance. Missed. Rebound by Orozco. Orozco to Gaines, off the fingers of Gaines. Gaines has it, dribbles up the floor. Back to Orozco in the front court. And it will be shot clock needs to be fixed. Officials called the timeout. So the shot clock needed to be reset. So with 1:06 remaining, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Contra Costa, Robinson. Robinson over. Lopez, back to Robinson. Robinson for the long distance 3. That shot will be missed by Robinson. You can't argue the shot. She's knocked down 1 so far, even though she's only made 9 all year long. That was her first in conference this year. She made that in the second quarter. So So Solano working against his zone. That's Slay has it, drives it to the rim, and she would shot attempt, miss, gets her own rebound, miss. Robinson picks it up, out of control. Reed has it. Gibbins have it in the front court. Gibbins drives it in. Stopped by Mize. Great defense by Mize. Gibbins from distance, missed. Lopez with the rebound. Coach Shaw said, hey, let's slow this down. Let's get a good shot. Let's get the last shot of the third quarter. Mize has it at the top of the key, guarded by Johnson. Mize crosses Johnson over, drives it to the rim. Nice dish to Lopez for the bucket. So nice job by Mize to penetrate, kick to Lopez. Slay with the long distance three, front of the rim, missed. That's the end of the third quarter. Comets 60. Solano College 49. So we'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter right after this.
Let me get a McPick 2.
Love your choice with McDonald's newest McPick 2 for $5 menu. For a limited time, mix and match or pair up your faves for just $5. Come in and enjoy the choice.
Let me get a McPick 2. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Solano scored 13 as a team. In that quarter itself, Contra Costa put up 21 points in the third quarter. 13 for Solano, who pushed out the lead to 60 to 49. 11-point lead for Contra Costa, as Solano will be keying it in, down by 11. As Slay has it to Reed. Reed back to Slay. Slay looks over, cross pass to Gibbins. Gibbins with the long three. Missed. Rebounded by Slay. And she will be fouled, and she will be shooting two, and that will be Robinson's fourth personal foul. So here's a decision by Coach Vincent Shaw. 9:47 remaining. Robinson with 4 fouls. Slay with the first free throw. That's no good by Slay. Her first time getting to the line tonight. Harrison checks back into the game as Robinson takes a seat. Comets 60, Solano 49. And the second free throw for Slay is up and good. There's a turnover by Contra Costa. Reed has it back to Slay. Slay, and will be fouled for the and one. So the turnover by Reed, the deflection,
good. The fouls on the Comets, number 14.
Reed to Slay, and Slay with the bucket. Orozco with the foul. Checking back into the game will be Boling. Checking out will be Johnson. Slay has an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. First shot by Slay again is missed. Reed with the putback, and she will be fouled as well. So Reed with the putback, she has an opportunity to shoot 2 free throws. That's the third free throw. I'm sorry, that's the second foul by Orozco, and this is Reed's first opportunity to shoot free throws this evening. So 60 to 52. The Comets with an 8-point lead 9:36 remaining. The first free throw by Reed is up and good. So Kyara Reed with the first free throw good, cuts the deficit to 7. And Reed will be shooting the second of 2. And that free throw is up and good as well. Nice rhythm and form by Reed. Contra Costa up by 6. Another unforced turnover as Lopez stepped on the inbound line, and checking back into the game will be
Number 10, Ajane Lewis.
Ajane Lewis. Remember, Ajane has 4 fouls. And also checking in will be number 13 will be R.J. Johnson, and checking out of the game for Solano will be number 10, and that's Brooke Gibbins. Solano down by 6. Start of the 4th quarter. Boling has it over the front court, over to Johnson. Johnson has it. Back over to Boling. Boling surveys the defense. Slate with a long triple. Backboard, no good. Saved,
Comets ball.
but not before Reed stepped out of bounds. And so Contra Costa will be taking it out against this full court press against Solano. That's Reed on the top of the press. That's Orozco. There's the trap coming. Almost up and down. Nice passing around, but again, that's another turnover. So since Solano College has put together this 1-2-2 zone trap, Contra Costa has not been able to solve it so far. That's Slade over the front court, drives it to the rim, misses it, went right after. Lewis, who had 4 fouls, Mize picks it up full court. Shot to the rim, missed. Orozco, Gaines. So Gaines was able to secure the rebound and take it right back up, but Solano College was not able to secure that rebound.
Falcons foul, charge number 23, Kyara Reed.
And that's Reed with her 3rd personal foul, but Solano had an opportunity. They could have secured that rebound to cut into that lead. And Gaines is pretty much money from the free throw line. First free throw is up and good for the lefty. So Gaines, again,
Number 10 for Solano.
he's been to the free throw line quite a bit this evening. That's her free throws. Here's the second of 2 for Gaines. Gaines came in averaging 15.6 points a game. Second free throw from the lefty. That's no good. And almost secured by Contra Costa, out of the bounds off the hands of, that's Caila Orozco. They call her KO, and that ball was out of bounds. So Contra Costa will be picking up their 2-2-1 zone defense full court. There's Johnson with it. Johnson over the front court. Johnson drives, and she'll be fouled. So Mize will pick up her 4th foul. So fouls are mounting up for Contra Costa. Mize has 4. Lewis has 4. And Robinson, the MVP of the league last year, leading scorer tonight, she has 4 fouls as well. Johnson, Boling to Johnson, long 3. Missed, secured by Lewis. Lewis to KO. Up the floor, Euro step to the basket, and she will be fouled, and that foul will be on number 11, and that will be Boling. That'll be her 4th foul as well, and Orozco will be shooting 2 free throws where she has been perfect tonight. First free throw is up and good. Checking back into the game will be Armstrong for Boling. Armstrong checks into the game. Boling checks out of the game with 5 points tonight. Orozco with the second of 2. The second free throw is up and good for Caila Robinson. And Contra Costa has a 7-point lead. A 9-point lead, I'm sorry. That Slate drives it to the rim, and she will be fouled. So Jamie Slade is trying to put her mark on the game as well. As we mentioned earlier, the sophomore Slade
Double bonus.
has averaged 12 points a game, so she's the leading scorer, and that was Gaines' third foul of the evening, and Slay will be shooting the second of 2 free throws. The first free throw was up and good. Robinson checks back in with her 4 fouls as Harrison checks out. So Coach Shaw has to be careful here because he has players on the floor with 4 fouls. That's Slay's second free throw, up and good. There's the trap. They call a foul on Slay, but I don't know. It looks as though she lost her footing. Miles Jackson calls the foul on Slay, and that's her 4th personal foul. So Slay has 4 fouls as well. The 2 leading scorers for both teams respectively has 4 fouls. That's Miles with it. Mize, I'm sorry, at the top of the key. Mize has it. Over to Lewis. Lewis in to Robinson. Deflected by Armstrong for the turnover, and Gibbins has it over the front court. Down by 7, Solano College. Slay with the idea, tried to hit a moving target, and that was a turnover by Slay as she was trying to hit Armstrong, slashing to the basket. Checking out of the game will be Slay, and checking into the game will be number 20, and that's Kelly Williams for Solano. The Falcons trail by 7. 7:35 remaining, 7:35 remaining in the 4th quarter. That's a long triple by Lewis, rebounded by Mize. Mize with a stick back. Good. So on the missed shot attempt by Lewis, Mize was able to make the stick back. Almost a turnover in the backcourt. Johnson Gaines with control of the basketball. Armstrong back to Gibbins, top of the key, 3-ball, missed. Rebounded by Gaines. Robinson has it, front court, looks up court, drives it to the rim, Euro step to the basket, and she will be fouled. She will be fouled by Armstrong, and that will be her 3rd foul as Robinson took the rebound and went coast to coast for the layup, but was fouled on the shot attempt, and she will attempt 2 free throws as well for the start of the 4th quarter for her. So Robinson, the most valuable player in the conference last year, is definitely making her mark in the game tonight. Second free throw, no good for Robinson. Solano has to be careful here. Nice pass by Johnson. Coast to coast, finds Gibbins down low for the basket. So Gibbins with her first pass, first basket. That's Lewis for the long triple. Rebounded by Robinson, deflected. Johnson has it. 1-on-2 layup. Blocked by Gaines. Gaines has it to Mize. Mize to Robinson. Probably the easiest shot of the night for Robinson. She missed it at the rim. Second attempt missed by Contra Costa, and Mize was able to get the stick back on the 3rd attempt. So Contra Costa had a couple of shots to the rim. Almost a travel. Indeed a travel. Took too many steps. That's Armstrong with too many steps. Turnover by Jada Armstrong. Contra Costa opens up a 10-point lead.
Number 34, Kiana
as Harrison checks back into the game. But Robinson would take a seat. 6:16 remaining in the 4th quarter. Contra Costa with a 10-point lead. Lewis into Gaines. Turnover. Johnson has it. Drives it up the floor. She's on the accelerator. Drives it full court, and she will be called a blocking foul, and that would be on Mize, and that would be her 5th foul. And that's her 5th foul, so Mize will be checking out of this game with her 5th foul. Mize checks out of the game. Had a solid game this evening.
Substitution to 23, Kyara Reed.
14 points for Mize tonight, and she'll be checking out of the game. Checking in for Mize will be Lopez. Shooting 2 will be Johnson for Solano. First free throw by the lefty is in and out. So Johnson with the free throw. She has 2 free throws. First free throw is missed. Second attempt by the lefty. Eyes it up. Short. Rebounded by Armstrong. Armstrong passes to Johnson. Johnson goes back to the rim. Off the glass. Nice shot by Johnson.
Number 13.
Off the window. R.J. Johnson. Contra Costa. Having trouble with the trap. Lopez. Lewis. And it will be out of bounds by Lewis as she stepped out of bounds. So this game is far from over. Timeout on the floor. Contra Costa with an 8-point lead, 5:46 remaining. Comets lead 68-60.
This is a 30-second timeout for the Comets.
30-second timeout on the floor.
Just checked in before.
Robinson checks back into the game. Solano College will be keying it in. So Solano College comes into this matchup, this Bay Valley Conference matchup, 2-0 in conference, while the Comets of Contra Costa come in 2-1. Overall record for the Comets, 7-8. Overall record for the Falcons, 9-5, 5:46 remaining. This game is far from over. Solano trails by 8. Gibbins keying it in.
46 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's Falcons
Gibbins
possession.
to Johnson. Johnson back to Gibbins. Gibbins to Williams. Williams holds it high overhead, back to Gibbins. Gibbins gets it over. It's stolen in the backcourt. 10-second violation. Another 10-second violation for Solano College as they're struggling with the pressure defense of Contra Costa. So Lewis will be keying it in. That's Orozco with the ball over the timeline. Orozco passes it in to Gaines. Gaines looks at Robinson, but passes it back to Lewis. Lewis at the top of the key makes a pass attempt to Orozco, and it looks as though it was knocked out of bounds, a deflection out of bounds. So 11 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Contra Costa keying it in. Getting ready to check back in the game will be Slade. Robinson has it, and she will be called for too many steps. Unforced turnover for Contra Costa.
Number 21, Jameiz Slade.
Slade getting ready to check back into the ball game with her 4 fouls. I'm sure Coach Borchert said, hey, we need to have our best player on the floor in this situation here. We have to ride with Slade and see what she can do. Pass over to Gibbins. Gibbins, nice shot to the rim. Rebounded by Rourke. Rourke shot attempt missed. Lewis has it in the front court. The Contra Costa pulls up. Shot short. Reed with the rebound. Reed to Slade. Slade drives it up the floor. She's on the accelerator. Slade, jumper. Missed at the rim, and it will be out of bounds. Off the hands of Gibbins. Contra Costa will retain the possession, and they will be taking the ball out. Keying it in, 4:44 remaining, up by 8. That's Orozco with the ball over the timeline. Makes the pass over to Robinson. Robinson has it to Lewis. Lewis looks inside, back to Robinson. Robinson, nice pass to Gaines inside. Gaines misses the layup. Slade has it. Slade to Reed. Reed. Gibbins. Johnson. Slade for the long 3. The lefty dials it up. Misses it. Reed, offensive rebound. Throws it out of bounds. So Reed wasn't able to secure the rebound. That was a great opportunity for Solano College. They was not able to convert. 4:13 remaining. He has a confusion on the floor. So Gibbins will be checking out of the game. Gibbins checks out, and Boling checks in for Gibbins. So Robinson has it, gets it over the front court, guarded by, nice shot by Robinson, but cleaning it up on the boards will be Gaines. So Gaines with the basket. Reed has it in the front court. Reed pass to Slay. Slay with another triple distance. Missed.
Oh, look at that.
And Rourke
24.
with the basket.
Elizabeth Rourke.
So Rourke with the basket on the missed three by Slay. Robinson makes the pass over to Lewis. Lewis to Gaines. Deflected. Confusion on the floor. That's Robinson has it. Up by 8. Contra Costa with 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. That's Lewis with it at the top of the key. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Makes the pass. No one's expecting the pass. Shot clock violation. No. Boling has it. Drives it up the floor. They have numbers. Back to Slay. Slay drives it in. The lefty misses at the rim. Lewis has it. Kicks it to Orozco. Orozco drives to the rim. And she will be called offensive charge for Orozco, as Boling was able to get back on defense to create that offensive foul. That's the third foul for Orozco. In action for Solano College. Checking out of the game will be Reed. Checking back into the game will be Gibbins. With 2:57 remaining, Harrison checks back into the game. Orozco checks out of the game. 8-point lead for Contra Costa. Gibbins has it. Boling. Nice job by Solano breaking the press. Rourke. Rourke pass stolen by Lewis. Lewis up the floor. Pass to Orozco. Orozco. Layup for Orozco. Lopez, I'm sorry, with the basket. Slay with the basket. So that's Slay. Robinson has it. Passed over to Lewis. Lewis back to Robinson. Robinson drives to the rim. Bumped on the floor. Contact. Nothing called. Timeout by Coach Shaw. So Robinson was bumped on the floor. A no call by the officials. No call by the officials. And Vincent Shaw calls timeout, a full timeout. He's asking for some explanation on why that foul was not made, and the official, Yolanda Garrett, is explaining to him that that's not his call. That's Jamie Williams' call. So 2:19 remaining in the game. Solano down by 8. Both teams are in the fouls, so both teams will be shooting 1 and 1 or 2 free throws on the next fouls. Contra Costa has 5 fouls, so they'll be shooting, I'm speaking of Solano, they'll be shooting 2 free throws on the next foul, and Solano College has 4 fouls as well, so their next foul, and Contra Costa has an opportunity themselves to be shooting 2 free throws as well. So Contra Costa will be keying it in with the 8-point lead. Opportunity to run some clock. Gibbins guarding Lopez. Lopez passes it to Robinson. That's Gaines at the pinch post, drives it in, and she will be fouled. So a nice design by Coach Shaw out of that timeout. Got the lefty Gaines isolated at the pinch post, and she drives it to the rim.
So it's double bonus for the Comets.
And Gaines will be shooting 2 free throws here in the fourth quarter. First free throw by Gaines, the lefty, is up and good. So that's Gaines with the first of 2. That one is good. Contra Costa extends their lead to 9. Second free throw is up and good as well. So now Contra Costa has a 10-point lead with 2 minutes left. That's Johnson breaking the press, kicks to Slade. Slade should be called for steps. So Slade with the travel. Nice idea by Johnson. Slade took too many steps, and she'll be called for the travel. Contra Costa with a 10-point lead. Minute 53 remaining in the fourth quarter. So this is the opportunity for Contra Costa to run some clock. And just as I say that, there's a turnover. Solano has it in front court. Slade has it. Nice job by Lopez to strip Slade going up. And Slade will be taking it out of bounds.
Stay with the Falcons.
I'm sorry, no, Johnson will be taking it out of bounds. A great job by Lopez. Quick hands as Slade was going up for looked like an easy layup. And Lopez was able to strip her on the ground. Nice inbound play for Rourke. And that's a nice bucket by Rourke.
Elizabeth Rourke. Timeout on 4.
Coach
Timeout.
Borchert calls timeout. So nice inbound play by Solano College forces Coach Borchert to call timeout with 1:35 remaining in this contest. Checking in will be Williams. He'll be checking in, as well as Jada Armstrong checking in. And it looks as though Slade will be checking out, as well as Boling. So it looks as though Coach Borchert is going to play the foul game here, try to get a quick steal and foul to see if they can force Contra Costa to miss some free throws. So if we're looking at the free throws for Contra Costa as a team, they shoot 65%. Robinson at 64%. Gain 64, and Mai shoots 70%. And just as I say that, there's the first foul. So here's the foul game played by Borchert. So Armstrong commits the foul. That's her 4th foul. And shooting 2 from the free throw line will be Ajane Lewis. So far, she's been to the free throw line once this evening. She was good on that free throw, and her second free throw of the evening is good as well. So checking back in the game again will be Boling and Slade will be checking in. Armstrong and Williams will be checking out, but I'm sure they'll be checking right back in the game as well. Second free throw is missed by Lewis. Slade has it to Gibbins, short jumper, miss, rebounded by Robinson, and she will be fouled as well. And that foul was going to go against R.J. Johnson. That's her 4th foul.
Charge number 13, R.J. Johnson. That's her 4th.
And shooting 2 more free throws will be Julian Robinson. As I mentioned earlier in the game, when Robinson
2 shots.
scores 25 points, Contra Costa has 8 wins this season. So between her and Gaines, they score 40 points. Contra Costa will win the game based on their 8 wins this season.
1 out of 2.
First free throw by Robinson was no good. The second free throw was good.
Hold the ball. Please hold the balls. Please hold all.
So with 1:24 remaining in the game, Contra Costa has a 10-point lead. Gibbins over to Boling. Boling over the half-court line. Drives it in to Johnson. Johnson with a long triple. Missed. Lewis has it, and she will be fouled by Gibbins. And that will be Gibbins.
Foul charge number 10, Brooke Gibbins. That's her 2nd.
That will be her 2nd team foul. And shooting free throws again will be Lewis, who was just 1 for 2. Ajane Lewis was 1 for 2 the last time. She's 2 for 3 for the game, and she's just the first of 2 free throws, and that first free throw is no good. So checking back in the game for Solano will be Williams and Reed. Checking out would be Rourke and Gibbons. Also checking into the game will be Armstrong, and Johnson will be checking out as well. So we're going to offense, defense, as Coach Borchert understands that Johnson has 4 fouls. Boling has 4 fouls, and Lewis connects on her 2nd free throw. So Solano gets it over the half-court line. That's Williams who has it. Picks up her dribble. Passes it to Slade. Slade fakes the shot, drives to the rim. Jumper at the free throw line. Miss. Rebounded by Armstrong. Armstrong up. She missed as well. Slade hard. 2 players are down on the floor. Robinson has it. She'll kick it out to Lewis. Lewis was going to shoot the three, but pulls it down, and you have injured players on the floor as the official calls an official timeout. So Slate went in for the rebound, and she came down on Armstrong. It looked like her leg. It looked like she may be okay. They're trying to stretch her out over there. But checking into the game for the first time will be Fernando, number 15. She's checking in for the first time tonight. And Armstrong, Jada Armstrong, will return to the bench with 43.7 seconds remaining in the game. So Contra Costa looks as though they're going to improve their record in conference to 3-1, 8-8 overall. And it looks as though Solano College is going to drop to 9-6 and 2-1 in conference. Unless a miracle happens here with 43 seconds remaining, Contra Costa is going to have their third win in the conference. That's Robinson with it, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Yo-yoing the ball around. Pass it over to Lewis. Lewis has it. 7 seconds remaining. Orozco to Lewis. Lewis drives it to the rim. Shot attempt.
And that's a 30-second shot clock violation.
A 30-second shot clock violation for Contra Costa. 22.1 seconds remaining. The only thing Contra Costa does not need to do is foul in this situation. They're still using their 2-2-1 zone press. Almost a backcourt there. Slay has it over to Reed. Reed with the jumper, no good. Williams with the rebound, back out to Gibbins. Boling with the long tray, missed. Secured by Contra Costa. That's Robinson that has it, and she'll just dribble out the clock. And Contra Costa improves to 3-1 and 8-8 overall. So the Comets will be victorious this evening with a 77-66 win against the visiting Falcons of Solano. So my name is Joaquin Wallace. You had an opportunity to watch a Bay Valley matchup between Solano College, the Falcons, against the Comets of Contra Costa. The home team wins tonight, 77-66. We'll be right back for the second half of this doubleheader. This is Bay Area Sports TV.tv. Contra Costa, 77. Solano, 66. We'll be right back.